I posted a job for a video editor on Upwork, 43 proposals in 24 hours. I rejected 35 of them in under 10 seconds. Not because they lacked skills, but they made the same fatal mistakes I used to make when I was starting on Upwork and struggling to land any clients. See, I've been on both sides. The freelancer sending dozens of proposals per day, and the client going through dozens of proposals trying to decide who to hire for my project. And that dual perspective showed me exactly why most proposals get ignored. Here's what we're covering in the next 12 minutes. First, I'll show you real proposals, ones I've sent and ones I've received, so you can see exactly what works and what gets ignored. Then, the 3 fatal mistakes that get you rejected before a client even reads your pitch. After that, I'll break down my flow framework, the same structure behind every 4-figure project I've landed. We'll also cover how to use AI the right way so your proposals don't sound like everyone else's, and at the end, a simple tactic that doubled my acceptance rate. Stick around for that one. If you're new here, I'm Manuel, an expert-vetted Upwork freelancer. On this channel, I share strategies for freelancing with less stress and more intention. When a client posts a job on Upwork, especially a good-paying one, they can receive anywhere from 20 to 50 proposals in the first few hours alone. Some popular jobs get well over 50 proposals. How do you stand out? By putting yourself in the client's shoes. They've got a business to run, deadlines to meet, and dozens of proposals to wade through. They're not reading, they're scanning. Here's what surprised me most. Even the proposals with perfect stats were making these mistakes. Your job success score won't save you from bad fundamentals. Let me show you a real example from that job I mentioned. When I posted for a video editor for my YouTube channel, here's exactly what I saw as the client. Within 24 hours, I received those 43 proposals I mentioned. Look at this interface. This is what I'm seeing as a client. Notice how I can only see the first few lines of each proposal, the freelancer's rate, and their basic stats. I'm literally scrolling through this list, trying to decide who's worth clicking on. And often, it's those first 3 lines that determine whether I will view more or delete. Ready to see what 3 deadly mistakes kill proposals instantly? Let's take a look at them. Mistake number 1. You didn't read their post. Look at this proposal from Akib. It opens with Dear Hiring Manager. Now look at Mohammed's. It starts with my actual name, Manuel. In 30 seconds, I'll share with you how to find a client's name. Mistake number 2. You're talking about yourself. Catherine's proposal opens like this. Professional, right? But it's entirely about her, not about me. There's nothing that shows she read my post or understands what I need. Mistake number 3, you're writing a resume, not a proposal. When it comes to new Upwork freelancers, I've seen many Upwork newbies that write proposals like they would a resume. Hi, my name is John. I graduated from XYZ University in 2015. I worked at 3 companies doing video editing. My first role was at... Clients don't want to know your life story. This isn't a CV. 99% of the time where you went to school is irrelevant. And when speaking of your experience, you shouldn't use a chronological approach. The pattern. All 3 mistakes have the same root. You're not focusing enough on the client. Generic templates. You're thinking about saving time, not their needs. Talking about your experience. You're impressing them with your credentials before understanding their problem. Life story, you're the main character. But in a winning proposal, the client is the main character. You're the guide who solves their problem. Before going into the issue of AI and templates, here's how you find a client's name. Keep in mind that it's not always possible to do. Let's talk about AI and templates. You're probably thinking, you just said these are bad. Does that mean I can't use them? No, you're just using them wrong. AI, editor, not ghostwriter. AI-generated proposals are easy to spot, overly formal, manufactured enthusiasm, corporate speak that makes clients cringe. AI can't understand nuance. It can't reference your real experience, but it's not your enemy. Use it as an editor. Organize thoughts, check grammar, tighten language. But the insights, examples, and understanding of their problem, that's all you. Here's my test. Read your proposal out loud. If it doesn't sound like you talking, the client will feel that disconnect. Templates save time. The problem is copy-pasting. Create 3-4 templates for different job categories, but treat them as skeletons. Template your structure and closing. Never template anything about the specific job or client. That first paragraph proving you understand their needs, fresh every time. The 50-50 rule. At least 50% of your proposal should be unique to that job. Less than half, you're spamming. The best templates are invisible. Now that you know what not to do and how to use AI and templates correctly, let's talk about what actually works. I've analyzed hundreds of my own proposals, the ones that won and the ones that lost. I found that winning proposals aren't random. They follow a pattern. 5 specific elements that, when combined, turn a cold proposal into a conversation. This is the flow framework, and I'm going to walk you through all 5 that will help you land better clients with fewer proposals. These 5 elements are foundation, friction reduction, footpath, forward movement, and fulfillment. Element 1, foundation, show you understand their specific needs. Your opening needs to prove you read their post. Reference key details. But go deeper, show you understand not just what they want, but why. A proposal from Nicholas states, I saw your posting for YouTube video editing expert and would love to help you scale your channel. I specialize in creating the kind of polished, high retention content that keeps viewers engaged from start to finish. This shows he read the post, understands the bigger goal, and it proves he understands YouTube success isn't just about editing, but retention metrics and growth strategy. That's the difference between I can edit videos and I understand what you actually need. This is an example of a solid foundation, and it is one of the reasons he got the job. Element 2, reduce friction. Lower the perceived risk. Clients are asking, why should I trust you with my money? Show social proof. Share a relevant result. I recently edited a YouTube channel focused on productivity and helped them increase average view duration from 245 to 430. That's concrete. That's measurable. That reduces friction. Element 3, footpath. Show your process. Clients want to see you have a plan. My typical process: Day 1, review requirements and footage. Day 2, complete the edit. Day 3, send you a rough draft. Day 4, implement feedback and deliver final video. Clear timeline, they know exactly what to expect. Element 4, move forward, start the conversation. Don't wait passively. Ask a smart question that shows expertise. Going back to Mohammed's proposal, he says, just want to quickly clarify, what's your YouTube channel about and how many videos do you need? Also, is this strictly video editing or do you want me to handle captions, hashtags, and more? This shows me he's already thinking about their project. That builds confidence. Element 5, fulfillment. Paint the picture. Help them envision the outcome. You'll receive polished, retention-focused videos delivered on time every time. My goal is to become your go-to editor so you can focus on creating content while I handle the post-production. Make the result tangible and desirable. Let me show you how these work together with a real proposal I sent. Paragraph 1. I understand you need a somewhat simple e-commerce WordPress website for your dance class client with the functionality for checking off classes they've used from their package. This is the foundation paragraphs 2 to 3. I would love to develop this project. I am an expert vetted developer, i.e. top 1% on Upwork, who specializes in WordPress websites. I am highly skilled in WooCommerce, CSS, JavaScript, and multiple plugins builders, including Elementor, Divi, and WP Bakery. Plus, it included a few recent examples of websites I've built. Fourth paragraph. Please let me know if you want to jump on a video call to further discuss your project, which is moving the conversation forward. For the footpath, I could add a typical timeline, and for fulfillment, something like your dance client will have a sleek, user-friendly site where students can easily purchase packages and track their class usage, reducing admin work and improving the customer experience. See how nothing's wasted? That's the flow framework in 150 words, quality over quantity. Ready for the game changer that I used to double my response rate? I started using Loom to send video proposals, not for every job, but for high-value projects I really wanted to land. Here's how it works. The video does the heavy lifting. In the 90-second Loom, I cover all 5 framework elements. The bonus? Screen sharing lets me show my portfolio instead of hoping they click links. I can walk them through before and after examples in real time. Here's why this works. A video thumbnail immediately stands out in a sea of text proposals. It's different, it's personal, and it shows effort before you're even hired. When was the last time you got a video proposal? Never? Exactly. They can see your face, hear your voice, get a sense of your communication style. The response is incredible. I loved your video, or you're the only person who did this. 5 minutes, 1 take. No editing, just me talking directly about their project. This tactic embodies the flow-thriving approach. Put in 5 minutes of intentional effort to stand out in one project rather than spending an hour sending 12 generic proposals hoping one lands. Here's the bottom line. Clients aren't reading your proposal to be impressed by you. They're reading it to see if you understand them and their problem. This is how you thrive as a freelancer, by sending strategic proposals that convert. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. What do you struggle with the most when writing proposals? I read every comment and I'll answer your questions. See you in the next video.